Welcome, comic lovers. Old Comic Guy coming back at you with another comic haul. This one's from my local comic shop, Monster Comics, over in Tempe. Went in, they'd gotten some dollar books that he'd gone through a collection and moved over into the dollar bin book. So I go dollar diving. I also found some other stuff, so I'm going to share. So first up, we have Captain Marvel number 61. This is pretty cool. It came out in 1978. The writer's Doug Moench, and art Pat Broderick, covers Pat Broderick and Joe Rubinstein. So some say this is a key for the first appearance of LCS, but that actually happens in issue 59. You might say this is the first full appearance of LCS. Definitely first full appearance of Chaos, created by Isaac, the supercomputer, but yeah. Oh, and this is a Mark Jeweler. I just had a comic chat about that on Father's Day. I just think it's pretty cool that I was able to find one. So, not that I don't have any, just I think they're pretty cool. So this is a Mark Jeweler. It's in very good shape. It's not like very fine or anything else, but pretty cool. And then we got Dynamo. So this is Dynamo number 1 from Tower Comics from 1966. It's 5 stories. Dynamo is the first Thunder agent to get their own series. The agents were first introduced in 1965. Let's see. Dynamo is Len Brown, named after the creator of Mars Attacks. Genuinely, when Wally Wood and them created the Thunder Agents, they used what they knew. So Len Brown is actually the creator of Mars Attacks, and that's who this guy's named after. All 5 of the stories Wally Wood did with others, including Steve Ditko. So, yeah. Pretty cool. But the Thunder Agents are pretty obscure. Oddly, they come back every now and then, though, so I kind of like them. And then we got a wonderful Submariner. This is issue 40 from 1971. It is the writer's Jerry Conway, but an interesting story about this. Roy Thomas is uncredited, but Jerry says that Roy helped with this one. So that's pretty cool. The art's Gene Colan, covers George Tuska, Frank Giacoa, and they're the ones who originally did it, but I guess, and 71 would have been Shooter. Shooter wanted the cover modified a bit, and so John Romita Sr. and Artie Simic did modifications to the cover. This is the first appearance of the Black Sea people, and by that I mean people from the Black Sea, or who lived in the Black Sea. Yeah, so pretty cool, pretty interesting. And then I picked up 223 facsimile edition of issue 123. This is the classic beginning of the Silver Age for DC. It's the first Silver Age appearance of Jay Garrick, first mention of Earth 2, and the second appearance of the Shade. Pretty cool. I just saw it and I thought, yeah, nobody's going to confuse this with the original, so it's okay. I don't like when they're close enough to the original that somebody might get confused. Price, nobody's going to get confused. But I thought, okay, why not pick it up? I don't have an original in my collection, so yeah. And then the dollar bin dives. All right, here we go. There's a lot. And the way he does them is basically they're $1 each or 12 for 10. So everything's in bundles of 12. Weird Western Tales. This is starring Scalp Hunter, as they were back then. Pretty consistently. His first appearance was in issue 34 2 years earlier, and he pretty much had the run of this. It was almost always him, Weird Western Tales. At that point, not always, but pretty consistently him. The writer's Jerry Conway, and the art's Dick Ayers. Covers Luis Dominguez. So this is from 1979. And then a nice Marvel team up here, Spider-Man and the She-Hulk, back when she was Savage She-Hulk. This is issue 107, 1981. Writers Tom DeFalco and Jim Shooter. Herb Trimp did the cover and did the art, and then Denny O'Neil was the editor at the time. So pretty cool. Awesome Outsiders. Just passing Father's Day. I thought that was pretty cool. Someone did oh man, Fanboy Prime did a bunch of Father's Day covers on Father's Day. Most of them was Superman and Superboy, which is totally fine. But here's another father. So I thought that was really cool. Maybe I'll put a link to that in the description. The writer's Judd Winnick at this time. This is issue 45 of The Outsiders. And then the art is Carlo Barbet and Freddie Williams II. And just pretty cool. And then I picked up some Manhunters. So Manhunter, this is the most recent telling, and it's not that recent. This is from 2006. The writer is Mark Andreyko. Art is Javier Pina. This one is the covers Jesus Saez and Jose Villarrubia. And they actually do the cover for the next one too. This one. So I found 24 and 25. Same interior art and writer, and then the same cover on this one. And then on this one, same 26, same interior artist and writer and all that. And then the cover is actually Art Adams and Alex Sinclair. So pretty cool. I'm going to at one point have that full set. I also picked up Stormwatch #2 from the new DC, the new 52. I actually picked up a few of these also. This is 2011, 2012. Writers Paul Cornell. Arts, let's see, on this one, it's Andre Barrienuevo and Miguel Sepulveda. And Miguel Sepulveda did the cover. And actually, pretty much consistently, it's going to be these guys. That was 2. Here's 3. Basically, this was the new 52, and we're bringing Stormwatch in. I don't have an issue with that, but I definitely Wasn't a big fan of the New 52. That's okay. They have some good stories, some of them. Number 9 actually brought in a new art team, a new writer. I'm sorry, not a new art team, a new writer, and that is Peter Milligan. So that's number 9. And then I found, and I'm always on the lookout for these if I see them. I just think they're so cool, and the story's pretty good too. So this is Captain Thunder and Blue Bolt. So father and son, recently, past Father's Day, right? So it's from Hero Comics, 1988. Written by Roy and Dan Thomas, arts E.R. Cruz, and the covers E.R. Cruz and Del Barris. I picked up issues 5, 6, 7. Wait, that's not right. 8. I'm missing 7. And this is bringing in the Champions character, Sparkplug, who was also being done by Hero Comics at the time. So Roy and Dan own Captain Thunder and Blue Bolt. They do not own Sparkplug. And issue 9, beginning of the King's Gambit story arc. Because they own them, they can do these as, you could go on Kickstarter or on their website and order these, and it's a pay to print. So you could getting the originals that originally came out, I think is so cool. So that's what I'm always on the lookout for. Not that I don't want to support them, obviously, but I'd like to get the originals because I just think they're pretty awesome. And then we got some wonderful Justice Society of Americas. So here we go, issue 33. Let's see, Bill Wingingham and Matthew Sturgis do most of the writing on these. The art for this one is Jesus Marino, who does the cover also. And then I also got 34. This is just an awesome cover too. 34 is Bill Wingham. The art for this one is Travis Moore. And then Travis Moore also does the art on 35. And I'll connect them and you'll see. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. 34, 35. And then we have 36. Another awesome cover. The series ran in these issues ran in 2010. And this one is actually back to Jesus Marino. Still Bill Wingham doing the art, or doing the writing. So pretty cool. I also picked up some JSA Classifieds. We have issue 5. Jen Van Meter is the art, or the writer. Patrick Olive is the art, and Joe Bennett did the covers. I picked up 5, 6, and 7. Those are all from 2006. And then I picked up more, but those are the ones from with the same writers, so Jen Van Meter, Patrick Olive, and Joe Bennett. And then with issue 8, we have the writers Peter Tomasi, Don Kramer, and is the art, And then Dale Eaglesham is the cover. And then I didn't get the other ones of this particular story arc. And what they would do would be bring in different artists and authors to run through different JSA stories, which is pretty cool. And then we have the Rise and Fall, the Fall and Rise of Vandal Savage. This is part 2 and 3 of the 4-part series. Writer Stuart Moore, art is Paul Gulacy, who also did the cover, and Jimmy Palmati. Editor is Mike Carlin, so I thought that was pretty interesting. He's been around comics for a long time doing stuff. Issue 11, and then I also picked up issue 12, same story arc and stuff, so pretty cool. Just a pretty awesome cover too. Good story. I have read them. I don't know if I just can't find. That happens a lot. I'm gonna get these organized and then I'll know what I got, and then it'll all change. But yeah, pretty awesome. So a bunch of books. As far as dollar books go, let's see how much I got. All dollar books. So there's about, I don't know, really there's only about 24 books. Because that's $20, right? So awesome deal. And you get a nice stack of comics. So I'm always down with that. Some other finds which were still pretty cool. Another Mark Jeweler, some cool Thunder Agents, and a nice old Submariner. So I'm pretty happy with the purchases. And those are all from my local shop, Monster Comics in Tempe. That's all I got. If you like the video, please, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. I do try to answer them. I'm fairly good about answering them. I'm not going to say I do it, daily, but genuinely every other day or so, I try to check them. Sometimes it might be 2 or 3. But I do try to reply back and share. And so please, if you do like the video, go ahead and give me a comment. If I'm also butchering how to pronounce some of these people's names, I'm sorry. That does happen, and it's nothing disrespectful. Please don't think I mean it that way. I do not. If you remember that the Father's Day comic chat where I talk about Mark Jewelers has a contest for you guys to win a print. So if you haven't entered that, or please get over, take a look at the video, and do enter that. Until next time, which I will have more coming as soon as I can get everything together shortly. So, all right. You guys take care of each other. Have a wonderful day.